Welcome to Trending Celebrities. Most of us don't care cancel culture, and Chris Brown's return to the UK proves it. Please, before we continue, I will appreciate if you subscribe and hit notification bell so that you never miss out on any of our videos about your favorite celebrities. After Chris Brown announced a fourth date at the O2 Arena after returning to the UK, the singer appears to have successfully dodged the cancellation. It's safe to say that abandonment culture has been on everyone's lips throughout 2022. While the concept is nothing new, it was this August when things really escalated following the removal of Andrew Tate's platform, resulting in a huge free online presentation debates. Around this time, Tesla CEO Elon Musk announced plans to buy Twitter to save free speech, although he quickly saw why the platform originally put in place such restrictions. Following this news, Twitter's biggest advertisers, including Pfizer and Audi, moved their businesses elsewhere, leaving Twitter without some of its key revenue streams. Now we're looking at possibly the biggest celebrity cancellation in history, Kanye West. Although I could sit here and go through the endless list of ridiculous, derogatory, hateful, and extremely dangerous rhetoric the rapper spouts, I'm sure you've read it a million times. And while we still see Kanye on far-right podcast platforms like InfoWars, he's been banned from almost everything else, although he still has his Instagram account. It comes at good time, therefore, that one of the earliest recipients of the elation, Chris Brown, is touring the UK again for the first time in 13 years, with no fewer than 4 shows at the O2, meaning 80,000 people will be in attendance of all times. It may surprise you how many fans still adore the singer. Despite his despicable acts toward women over the years, Brown has managed to maintain a ravenous fanbase, though often drowned out by his whistleblowers. Brown received arguably the strongest form of annulment imaginable, which is the ban from many countries, after he assaulted his ex-partner Rihanna in 2009. At the time, social media hadn't reached the heights it would soon reach, but that didn't mean the artist wasn't being ridiculed across all media, and rightly so. Confirmed allegations: does Brown still have an army of loyal supporters? Have we been misled by social media into believing that cancel culture can legitimately impact someone's career in the real world? Apparently. Even if we don't admit it, we all owe it to staying in our camera echo either online or in the real world. It's incredibly easy to get caught up in the belief that what we're seeing on our timeline accurately represents how the world as a whole thinks and feels. But after a quick Twitter search for Chris Brown, you'll find that the star's reception probably isn't what you'd expect. Of course, there are plenty of Brown whistleblowers out there, including one user who wrote, "I thought you hated Chris Brown so much, has it been cancelled? Why are you waiting in line to buy tickets?" But the reaction has been overwhelmingly positive as hundreds of users complain about losing tickets to their O2 Arena shows. "Since then I've wanted to see Chris Brown. I was a kid, let me buy some fucking tickets before I rest," one user tweeted. While another added, "I think there should be a private Chris Brown concert for the fans who have had him as their #1 artist on Spotify. The rest of you are all scammers." It's clear that breaking culture is a term that doesn't really work properly. Sure, we might have millions denouncing a celebrity online, but how much of it is performative and do enough people care? Apparently not in Brown's case. She continues to put on huge shows, collaborates with some of the biggest artists including Nicki Minaj, and has one of the strongest fan bases we've seen in years. People just don't care enough, even when we think they should. Although we can remove the platform, a slippery slope begins about who deserves to face that fate, and clearly the entire populace will never agree. Being as violent as Brown's, we often forgive them and support their films or music without a second thought. So it's clear that abandonment culture can never really work, or at least not to the extent that we'd like. Whether it's Brown, West, or Tate, these characters will continue to have a fan base, and it may be just as big, if not bigger, than before, as is the case with Brown. Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below, and please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on any updates about your favorite celebrity.